Hello, beautiful people. I'm back again. So, the other day I was thinking about, you know, there are times when you feel like you are close to your breakthrough and it just feels like everything just starts to happen, right? And then I thought about it and I was talking to my friend and I was like, I was going through a lot. I've been going through a lot lately, and I just feel like it's just been one thing after another, and it's coming quicker and harder. And it's just, even when I feel like I'm getting my footing and I'm standing back up, it's something coming, hit me to knock me back down. But it's like the more that I keep on getting up, the more the things keep on coming and knocking me back down. But I keep on getting up. And I was explaining it to, my friend the other day, and I was just saying it kind of reminded me of being in a marathon, right? Or being in a race. And, you're running the race and you're running for a long period of time. Everything is good. You've been training. So you're like, you pacing yourself, you're running. And it's like on the last lap, when you know that you're close to the finish line, all of a sudden you start to feel fatigue in your body. Your toes are starting to go numb. You're starting to feel a cramp in your leg. And, you're starting to feel fatigue and tired, like you want to just take a break and take a breath. But it's like you can't because you're almost there. You're almost to the finish line. And it's like the closer that you get, is like the more you start to feel, things in your body start to hurt you, and things are starting to ache to where it's just like, oh, I just need to make it. I'm almost there. And that's how I explained it. And that's exactly how I've been feeling. It's like sometimes you get in a period in your life, and I personally feel like that's when your breakthrough is there. That's when your breakthrough is coming, is when it feels like everything just hit the fan. Everything just hit the fan, and it just seems like everything is just coming at once. At least before you were able to manage it, now it just seems like everything is just uncontrollable, unmanageable. Why? Because it's not meant for you to control it. It's not meant for you to manage it. What's meant for you to do is to lean on God and allow Him to have His way, and allow Him to fight your battles for you. Allow Him to work everything out for you. Lean in His strength, because He is the one that will get you to the finish line. And that was one of the biggest issues that I used to have before, is that I never went to God when I would get in these type of situations, to where I'm almost at the finish line and I start to feel my body go numb and get tired, and I'm getting a cramp in my leg. God wasn't the first person that I said, you know what, God, please help me. God, please give me strength. God, please get me to the finish line. God, please see me through. Even if God, please carry me. It was never that. I was always running to my friends. What do you think I should do? Running to try and fix it myself and end up making it worse. It was never me going directly to God and asking Him to step in, because God will step in and show out. So it was just one of those things to where I was just describing it to her, and I was like, you know what, I learned my lesson. I learned not to rely on other people, but just to rely on God, for that added boost. Because it's so true. The closer you get to the finish line, the closer you get to your breakthrough, the more obstacles you'll face, the more opposition you'll see. And it's only to make you not pass that finish line. That is why, and a lot of times it works because people give up. They feel like, oh my gosh, this is just too hard. This is just too much. I don't feel like fighting anymore. I don't feel like doing anything extra. I don't feel like going. It's just a lot. I'm tired. And I'm speaking from experience. I've always, not always, but a lot of times I've gotten to the point where I'm just like, I just can't keep going. I can't keep going forward. Like, I just want to stop doing this. I want to give up because it's just too much for me. And my breakthrough is right there. My breakthrough is right there. And literally all I needed to do was ask God to get me over the finish line, to carry me over the finish line, to be my strength, to do the rest. So I'm here to tell you, ask God to do the rest for you. You may be tired, you may be afraid, you may just be ready to give up. Things may not look good, things may look impossible. It may look like you have way more, a further while or more things that you need to do, and you just done. You know, it happens. It happens. Lean on God. Ask him to do the rest. Ask him to carry you to the finish line. Ask him for what you need, whether it's strength, whether it's clarity, whether it's protection, whether it's to order your steps, whether it's next steps. You know, ask God and he will supply it. Ask him. It's that simple, you know, and the only reason why I'm saying it is because I'm practicing this. You know, when I need something, and it doesn't always have to be materialistic, but when I need something, strength, encouragement, energy, faith, patience, whatever it is, I go to God and I ask him, and God sends it. He sends it to me. He gives it to me. And it might not come the way that I want it to come, or the way that I think it's going to come, but God always comes through for me. Always comes through. Always. So ask him. Ask him for what you need. Ask him for what you feel will carry you to the finish line. Ask him for that, and he will see you through. Take care.